So, how do you get to that door right there?
With each step,
Ah!
I forge my destiny.
Move the container. Okay, yeah, we'll worry about that later. Let's get the hell out of here. I have things to kill, places to go, Xenos to purge. Yes. Apparently, I missed some loot. All right. I haven't gone to there, but I guess I don't need to. Let's just let's see what happens when I do. But to the Anthropath is dressed in music. Oh, that's cool. Alright, that's all I wanted to see. Basically, it was, whether or not there was any... That dude we, who was, like, running a cult, who was a psyker, whether he was in there or not. Yeah, I'm really mad that I can't level up my intelligence. Oh, well. Why is she standing there? What's going on?
Hello, Talk.
Oh, okay. It's a glitch. All right, good. I was like, why is she standing there? That's not good.
Lord Captain, your presence is welcome. And I wish to apologize for my prior coldness. After our first meeting, I was concerned that you would turn out to be another faithless offshoot of the von Valancius dynasty, like the traitor Conrad. But now I see before me a worthy leader and servant of the Imperium. I am glad to accompany you in your endeavors.
You ready to tell me more about yourself now?
If such is the rogue trader's wish, although there isn't much I can tell, I am the Emperor's daughter and his servant. What else is there to know?
How did you become one of the Adeptus Sororitas?
It's such a strange word for it. It seems right, but is that how one talks about their destiny? If you're asking about the path itself, that's easy enough to answer. First, like many other orphans, I endured the Sculoprogenium. Those years were rough, but I remember the hardship fondly. Few things can compare with the feeling of satisfaction from a past trial, even if it leaves your body aching from exhaustion or your soul wincing in pain. I was one of the best among my peers, and I was selected for the novitiate in the ranks of the Adeptus Sororitas. When the hour came, I passed the trials and took my vows. The most joyous day of my life. The Emperor's light has always been with me, but to accept it with all your heart, to utter the oaths, that is a rapture like no other. It is my pleasure to be candid.
Yeah,
Of
let's
course,
do this.
My mission is all I can think about. One day
okay.
we
So it's just stuff. All right, we'll worry about that later. All right, let's get to stepping. More voyaging to the stars. Let's go, baby. It is kind of cool that because she's aboard the ship, the servants of chaos want to get aboard even more. That is kind of cool. Ba-da-bum-bum-bum. All right. All right, let's chart new routes. Let's grab... Yeah, let's go to Speculo. Lord Captain, I hasten to report the disturbing news brought to me by the machine spirits of the ship. The matter is extremely delicate and concerns Lady Cassia. You see, since our first day aboard, her presence has been a disturbance to the crew's way of life. If you allow, I've prepared a detailed report. Alright, deliver. The first incident occurred immediately after your departure from Urek 5. The Lady Navigator chastised one of the ship's runners, after which he went to his living quarters, killed his family, and then shot himself. Holy fuck. The second incident was noted while traversing the warp. Lady Navigator gave the pilots the wrong instructions, and the void ship was thrown off course for a matter of minutes, but this was enough to force the Immaterium to anger the machine spirits enough for them to start a fire in the service bay. After that, officers living near the Lady Navigator's quarters began to express extreme emotions, hysteria, apathy, euphoria, rage. It's quite detrimental to the crew morale and performance. The last incident was recorded on footfall. Around 100 living birds were delivered on board during our stay. Each bird cost a hefty sum, and I have failed to discover their purpose and subsequent fate. I was also told about the conflict between Lady Navigator and the Seneschal. Alas, with no details. If you like, you can ask the Werishon himself. If I may, Lord Captain, the Lady Navigator's state of mind worries me. She is self-contained and does not mesh with the crew at all, which is why everyone avoids her. Even senior officers can be superstitious. I fear that you are in a position to talk to her on any equal footing and improve the situation, for the sake of the crew's safety and Lady Cassia herself. Interesting. So do I need to talk to the Lady Navigator then? Fucking killed himself, dude. Holy shit. And his family. Bro. That is some shit, man. Ah. Lovely. But of course. Sourback! How could you have let this happen? An assassination attempt upon the rogue traitor in her own chambers, right under the noses of your enforcers? A fierce growl rumbles deep in Albert's throat. Master-at-Arm radiates grim fury. Her eyes are dark and her lips pursed. With practiced hand, she removes the maul from her belt and offers it to you. An unforgivable error. I accept full responsibility and ask for due punishment. Yes, I want an explanation, not vain self-chastisement. Put that weapon away and report. She hesitates for a moment and then puts it away. Understood, Lord Captain. Reporting. All adjacent decks have been isolated. We have begun our search for the culprit and have set up an investigation headquarters on the officer's deck. The substance that has been analyzed was confirmed to be blood containing traces of major mutations. While it poses no risk of infection to your ladyship, the very presence of such genetic aberration on board is a serious threat to the safety of the ship and must be addressed promptly. Once word of this gets out, many among the crew will surely see it as a brazen challenge to your status as rogue traitor. What genetic aberration? The heresy of mutations. Mutants are vicious beasts who sow only ruin and death. They are devoid of all humanity, and the vile blood that runs through their veins feeds their unclean thoughts and urges. Numerous accounts speak of entire colonies falling prey to bloody uprisings staged by these creatures, all because their governors were too squeamish to order genetic purges. You don't say. I wonder why somebody we don't consider human and exterminate them by the thousands would think to revolt. What a crazy mystery. Alas, the Imperium's enemies are not limited only to those within its midst. Mutants can become a considerable threat, especially when given the chance to organize. All heretics have revealed themselves and are eager to fight. Then fight we shall. Let this vessel be purged of filth. All right, could this have been an assassination attempt? Then they would have been filled the bath with acid or poison instead. There are easier ways to kill someone than drowning them in blood, as foul as that blood may be. I beg to differ. Were something of this sort to happen to me, my heart would surely stop. All right, so what are we doing? As one, every enforcer present gets to their knees. Lord Captain, this incident has cast a shadow on our honor. We only ask one thing, a chance to absolve ourselves of our guilt. Allow me to head the officer's deck at once so that I may lead the investigation personally. That is precisely what Lady Theodora would have done. Entrust the matter to her faithful servants. However, I would still advise you to observe the Master-at-Arms at work, Lord Captain. It may prove enlightening. Should the Lord Captain wish to monitor the investigation, my people and I would consider it an honor. Yes, indeed. I am curious to see the Master-at-Arms in action. I will preside over the investigation. Of course, Lord Captain. I will arrange an area befitting your status to be prepared on the officer's deck. Okay, cool. All right, where is the Lady Navigator at? There she is. We need to talk, girl.
Words cannot describe how boring the bridge is without our stimulating conversations.
I've heard rumors that you are not getting along well with the crew. Like, I should be able to resist this as a psyker. Come on now.
Not here. I'm begging you. Aren't noblemen supposed to discuss such things away from the servants?
Indeed. Let us go to my study.
Then lead the way, and I will answer all of your questions.
He needs to control her shit. What is it you wanted to talk about, Lord Captain? I have nothing to say to your unfounded accusations about my conflicts with the crew. I cannot recall my having a single quarrel with any people during my entire time aboard. The messenger you rebuked butchered his own family and then killed himself. Oh my god. I haven't rebuked a single errand boy on this ship. I think I remember. A kind young man with a shy smile and skillful fingers with too much rotten ochre on his shoulders. I grew tired of his disgusting color and advised him to lighten his burden by casting the weight off his shoulders. He did not come by the next day, or ever again. Yes, during a warp voyage you gave the wrong orders, which led to the vessel shifting course and the service bay being destroyed. I saw something in the warp, something vast, predatory, shimmering with indescribable colors. It came from nowhere and stared at the ship with hundreds of hungry eyes, right there in our path. I decided to change course while it was still possible, but did not want to sow panic. Would have been better to tell the crew we were heading straight into the monster's gaping maw. Fair enough. The officers are reluctant to be quartered next to your chambers because of the constant emotional outburst it causes. Some of them maim themselves and others. I already told you I cannot control my abilities. What else do you want from me? Will I be assigned a pariah chaperone, or will you put me in suppressing shackles? Would you mind telling me why you needed 100 species of birds and what you use them for? Admittedly, I am at a loss myself. The day we arrived on Footfall, I sent a request to the ship's quartermaster and asked him to get me a songbird. But he never asked for clarification, and shortly before we left, I had countless number of cages delivered to me, all wrapped in bright red panic with flickering tints of fear. There was a bird in every one. I was so excited, I thought I would have 100 friends instead of just one. They were squeaking so politely. I let the poor things out. I even fed them my breakfast and dinner, but the stupid birds wouldn't stop chittering even after bedtime. They were dashing about the room, smacking me in the face with their wings and defecating. I became angry, and suddenly they started pecking each other's eyes out and attacking me. Then I became afraid, and they fell over dead. I don't think I want to keep pets anymore. Whoa, yeah, here we go. This is the good one. Woes dog your steps. We will find a way to defeat them. I promise you. Your kindness knows no bounds. She lowers her silver eyelashes. I will endeavor not to cause you any more trouble. Very well. Since we are done with this misunderstanding, I would like to change the subject. Would it be fair for me to ask you a few questions now, wouldn't it? She hesitates and continue in a less confident tone. Do not mistake me. I'm not going to accuse you of anything. It's just that you are the most worthy interlocutor on the entire ship, and you are always busy. And what would you like to ask? I read a treatise by Passaste Mobius very recently, who claimed that subjects would never believe their new ruler was better than the old one unless the old one had been a tyrant. No matter the circumstances, the low-born rabble became deluded about their prospects and rebel in favor of their base desires. What do you make of that? Let's see. Well, it has always been my opinion that subjects expect two things from the sovereign: to abuse power and bless their babies. Succeed at both, and boring essays become unnecessary. Cannot help but smile a little. Please don't, Lord Captain. I was expecting a serious conversation, but you are joking. I hope you give a proper answer to my second question. All right. According to the 25 tomes penned by the preacher, whoever, the Forgotten, mercy and cruelty go through the world hand in hand, but people flock only to one pan of the scales. Would you rather inspire fear in your followers or be magnanimous and choose awe? I mean, technically, I think this one's true. This is straight out of, like, Prince. I don't know about the jester part, but yeah, that's a little bit too much. Yeah, I'm not afraid of acquiring a reputation for ruthlessness. I would rather crush a rebellion than condone one. Is that not a greater mercy in the end? There's so much power in your words, power that makes me want to join you. I understand now why your subjects are eager to follow you. I admit I was afraid we were too different, and yet you helped me realize that I can be candid with you. Please do. I must confess that sometimes I can hardly bear the burden the house has placed upon me. I feel I'm doing my best. Tell me how you, heir to a protectorate, can bear the responsibility for billions of lives day after day, and not stoop under all the weight. It is my duty, whether I like it or not. Thank you for your patience. You are helping me see the world in different colors, a novel experience for me. Our conversations hold a special place in my heart. Allow me to bid you farewell for now. I'm heading back to my chambers to consider today's conversation. Excellent. Just this game as regicide was interrupted. Wait, is this my quarters? Oh, it is, okay. And we'll throw that in there. And I guess we'll stack the ration cards in it. Well, no, we could just add that to cargo. And I guess we'll throw this in here as well. Alright. Sweet. Let's skedaddle. I did say let's go to my chambers, so. No data. Ooh. Those look like Imperial ships. Rebels. Very nice. Scanning. Adamantide. Yes. Is it just one? No, it's two. Okay. Ooh. Xenotech. 3. All right. Oh, hello. Auger's Anomaly. Let's go do some ship combat first. Reports show up on your personal cogitator screen. Unknown ships are towing the interstellar sexton, a cargo ship belonging to one of Footfall's wealthiest traders. It looks like the pirates have bitten off more than they could chew, and now have been forced to drag the ship to a secluded place where they can plunder it undisturbed. Attack! As soon as they see you, the escort ships charge into battle at once, while the captive sextons powers up its warp engines. Unless you interrupt the preparation for the jump, the cargo ship will forever vanish beyond the veil of the Immaterium, along with the riches it is carrying. Don't let it get away! So, what do I gotta do?
Finally, some real action.
Do I have to blow it up? Four rounds, okay. That sucks. She's only got the cannoneer thing. Oh well. Well, I mean, it's pretty good, right? We did just save it, too.
Helmsman, navigate us to the designated coordinates.
Oh, that's too good. Oh, there it is. Oh, no, you could only use one at a time? Oh, bro, I didn't realize. Oh, that sucks. So, you know what? I'm gonna... We quick saved here? Yeah, let's load this one. I had no idea that was the case. If I had known that, I would have... Oh. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Did I... Let me load that again. So no, I got rid of my torpedoes because I wanted 2 prow cannons. What I didn't realize is that, so can I not?
We have a destination to reach. Deliver.
So if I fire one, it fires that. If I go here, I can hit it with that. Okay. I probably don't want to, like, open myself up to a ram. Can you not? Can you only fire your prow once per round? The reason I reloaded it like this is because I was... Is because I was thinking, I was like, oh, maybe it's, I got to use it on the next phase or something. Right? But it doesn't allow you to. Okay. All right. So we'll reload the combat. I thought I could. Maybe it's because maybe it's because. Here, let's try. I think I can get a prow cannon. Because you can shoot and launch torpedoes in the same turn, right? Is that right? Or am I wrong on that? Shit. It's in my vault. Yeah, I don't remember either. Oh, that's not it. It's this one. Short range prow macro cannon. Sure, let's grab that. Oh. Well, shit. Okay. All right, we'll try that. What did the firing arc say it was? Prow-mounted macro cannons, 4 shots. Okay, whatever. We'll just we'll figure it out. If I can't, I can't. I'll get the torpedoes and load it if that's the case. All right. I'm glad. This is why I quick save it for shit like this. Attack. Get the scurvy dogs. It just sucks that torpedo control isn't a thing I can do anymore. All right, let's hit that bad boy right there.
Bring doom
Pew pew pew.
to our enemies.
Oh yeah, look, I can fire both. Nice. Okay, and then so do I do this? But then I can't fire that, but if I go here... Hmm... 14 damage, 14 damage, 21 damage. Honestly, yeah, we're gonna do this.
Show them the fury
And then we're gonna
of
lay
our
into it.
macro cannons.
Yeah!
I want to
Feel
hear
the
macro
power!
cannons roar.
Pirates! Whoop, wrong side.
Let the macro
Whoops.
cannons sing their deadly litany.
Oh! Get fucked, bitch. Okay, that's the turn. I was about to say you better. I know you're not gonna ram me. If I go right here, can I target it? No. Damn, that sucks. I could ram it. Actually, I can't do that either. All right, let's go ahead and target it with this. And then we'll move forward like that. And we will... Wait, what the hell? Why can't I target this thing? I'm confused. I don't know why I can't target it. Ooh, get wrecked.
I want to hear macro cannons roar.
That's kind of weird. Did I move too far forward? Okay, let's go like this. Oh, it's just out of freaking... Why can't I hit the damn thing? Oh, they surrendered. Oh, well, okay. Easy, baby. I was like, why can't I shoot it? Because they surrendered. Wait, what? They said they surrendered. You're full of shit. I'm slightly confused. Is it just going off a script? Okay. Let's do a quick save and then we're gonna go new heading. Let's go here. Pew, pew, pew! Ooh. You took that shit like a champ.
Of our macro cannons. Let the macro cannons sing their death.
Yes.
Litany.
Fear me. If we go here.
Set course with all haste.
Ooh, get wrecked, motherfucker. Yes. All right, and we're gonna pivot. 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 Let me see. A chosen sector of the shield is reinforced until it suffers damage. Increased chance of absorbing enemies' attacks and loses half strength. Okay. Oh, okay. We want to do port. Had to do my old Navy stuff. Stand on the center line and go. I'm gonna be really mad if they fucking escape. They said they surrendered. Oh,
Glory
yes.
of our macro cannons.
Oh, shit! Got them crits, baby! Can I see him with the cannon? I can. Let's see if I go here. Oh, yeah, that's it. Traitors! You cannot run forever! Oh, yes! Yeah, I can't really do much else at the moment. Oh, that's cool. I can reinforce another one. Now that is ass burn. Yes, indeed. All right, forge shields. It looks like they're running, but you can't really be sure, so. Oh, yeah, he's totally running. Boom. Oh, so he's the one saying that. I see. Well, how does it feel to die like a dog? When you run, you only die tired.
Victory is ours.
So, Starbreaker Lance Weapon. Medium dorsal lance weapon, dealing 32 to 40 damage. I mean, that's more than the Mazio macro cannon. 71 scrap. So, is that all we get from the ship? I'm not gonna lie, dude. That felt like it kind of sucked. We literally had another ship surrender to us. You know what I mean? Oh, that's that one. Oh, hell yeah, dude. What does this one look like? Nice. It shoots once, medium range, dealing 32 to 40. Very, very cool. Hell yeah, son. So... only one shows at any given time? Okay. Very nice. Very nice. Alright, let's go check out this world. Then we're gonna go over here and see what's up. This is Speculo. Is there anything in this system that I need to know about? Xeno Ruins. Alright. Yeah, it does kind of suck, man, that we can't, oh yeah, I need to go do that. So this is system known as Forgotten Twins, Timbris. Okay, so no, this isn't one. Okay. All right. What do we get? Xenotech, Profit Factor? Hell yeah. Rumors. Langren's Belt, Kiva Gamma, Wasteland, Xeno, Angels in the Expanse, Nameless Stars, and then Eye of the Magnetic Storm. Okay. All right, let's go. Let's do it, baby. Bottomless pit. Woo! Yeah, dude, I'm with you, man. The freaking ship combat is amazing. Absolutely amazing. I do wish there was more of it. That was pretty cool. But yeah, we literally got a ship. We prevented pirates from stealing a ship. And we don't get to, like, add it to our fleet or strip it for parts or send it to some other planet where we can, like, do some shit like that. You know what I mean? It's just kind of like, okay. Speak to the fear that dogs you. The Sea of Souls is distant light. I can find my
something
path.
nearby.
I hear you. Rudimentary tools covered in a layer of dirt. The surface is covered with countless scratches. You can discern some logic in them. Someone began scratching strange symbols, but then defaced them, adding extra mark lines. Okay. Rusty cogitator.
The duty prevails.
Nice. I actually don't have anything that increases my tech use, do I? No, I'll put it in my vault. Okay, that's fine.
I rise above hardships.
Nice. That's why I want to raise my intelligence. Abruptly, the very edge of the pit, vanishing into the gathering darkness. That's crazy looking. Touch the darkness, and darkness will accept you. Okay. Here we go. Where did the darkness touch you? The darkness swirls beneath your feet, a void of impenetrable gloom. You do not hear a single sound from the depths, not wailing wind, no rustle of dust. Examine the pit. The bright daylight cannot pierce the darkness lying over the slopes. The longer you look into the depth, the stronger the feeling grows that this darkness isn't just an absence of light. Something immeasurably vast, endless, capable of reaching the furthest stars or swallowing a galaxy. Through sheer force of will, you avert your gaze. Touch it! Touch it! At the edge of your consciousness, you sense something slimy and intangible answering your invitation for contact. It seeps into your thoughts, tasting your emotion. Surprise and curiosity envelop you, but these feelings are not your own. Dominate the entity. Willpower success. Subdued the pit. You feel your way to the barely tangible edges of the entity's consciousness. Separate it from yourself and squeeze it until reduced it to a size of a bead. The entity trembles, trying to break free of your mental grasp. Surprise, rage, elation, and fear replace one another. After a while, the entity stabilizes, but the moment you lose your grip, it escapes, leaving behind a piece of itself in your mind. The fuck? That's it? Is that really all that was on this planet?
None are better at searching.
I mean, I'm kind of disappointed. Kinda. I was hoping for, like, maybe
We
combat.
are bound by the blood of martyrs.
Oh well, I guess. Yep, nothing else to see here, I guess. So we dominated it, escaped. That's it. I got an achievement. You subdued the pit. The not-so-bottomless pit. I mean, I guess there's nothing else to really be seen from that. Okay, Chart course deadly. Oh, because there's no direct path to it. I see. Let's go back to the ship, and we'll go to observe the investigation. Mixing it up. Officer deck. Oh, we're all going, are we? Okay. Fair enough. Bring it, bitches. Sourback barks at the officers gathered before you. Her ladyship, the rogue Traitor, has seen fit to honor us with her presence in order to monitor the course of this investigation. You are expected to perform your duties immaculately and report your every step to me. Should any of your actions bring shame to the enforcers, you will answer to me personally. Lord Captain, the 3 officers before you have been tasked with conducting the investigation. First, Captain Klein is a veteran with a record of quelled uprisings of mutant abominations in the colonies. Captain Giverin is young, but she has already preempted several mutinies among the ship's rabble. Lastly, there is Captain Hurtko. There you go. His interrogation skills deserve credit, and he knows how to instill fear and respect firmly in the minds of riffraff. After casually assessing the officers' bearing and their uniforms, Albert nods with satisfaction. Their drilling is good, their service records are excellent. Let's see how they perform in the field. What are you finding thus far? We have discovered a worker's corpse, mutilated and desiccated. We are still looking into the man's identity and position, but the Shurgon's report has confirmed that among all the blood that was pumped into your blood chamber, the blood carrying the mutations was indeed his. The workers from nearby decks have been checked for genetic aberration, but the mutations identified are all within the norm for laboring masses. They're being rounded up for interrogation as we speak. Yurlet frowns and surveys the deck. So much noise and empty violence. I'm surprised you're able to find anything in the pandemonium of your own making. Even taking into account the neighboring decks, that constitutes hundreds of people. How do you plan to question them all? Our interrogation techniques are broad and varied. However, nothing loosens the tongue like corporal punishment. Beatings, mutilations, torture, public executions. Sourback almost purrs as she lists off the way of making people suffer. When combined with psychological pressure, such methods work wonders. A fine approach. I approve. I'm delighted to hear it, Lord Captain. It's always a pleasure to meet a connoisseur of the craft. Yes, and do you have any working theories? The mutants are plotting, Klein spits in disgust. They've been breeding like void rats, so they're getting cocky. Must have wanted to infect your ladyship with their plague. It wasn't an attempt on the Lord Captain's life, it was a threat. The rabble are planning a revolt, so they're trying to terrorize us. Soon you will drown in blood. Insurgents pride themselves on such metaphors. I wonder, is this part of the freaking DLC, I wonder? Meanwhile, Captain Hurtkrow is convinced that the Rotko, there you go, that it was the work of Votvir's surviving cultists. However, I believe this to be a warning rather than a threat. That we need to establish who is trying to warn us and of what. And what do you propose we investigate first? The body. Once we have ascertained the dead man's identity, we'll be able to locate his associates and narrow down the number of suspects. Captain Klein is in charge of examining the corpse. Yes, your ladyship, I'm almost done with my report. As soon as it's ready, I'll deliver it to you. Very well. We shall begin when you are ready. While we wait for Klein to report back, please enjoy refreshments that have been prepared for you. Excellent. Very cool. A pair of enforcers with battered faces is escorting Infernus Master Enric Montag. His lip is busted, his knuckles are grazed and covered in blood. And there is a chewed-up IO stick between his teeth. One of the enforcers drones nasally. We apprehended him while trying to break through to the detained rabble. Got into a scuffle. We barely managed to restrain the troublemaker. He demanded an audience with you, Mistress Sourback. The Master-at-Arms nods, and the enforcers release their prisoner. Enric adjusts his clothes and approaches confidently. What do your enforcers think they're doing, Jostica? Why are you assaulting my people, denying them water like they're criminals? You've got teenagers and elderly folk there. They're all just ordinary workers. They've done nothing wrong. No, Eldrick. What do you think you are doing? Attacking my people? Chastising me in front of the Lord Captain? Get out before I have you charged. He looks up at you. Your ladyship, I ask you, please, protect your servants from this abuse. Explain yourselves? The enforcers are reveling in their impunity, treating the crew like cattle, especially my clan. Many in their custody are dying of thirst or injuries. My sister and niece are there too. I don't expect them to be exempted from the investigation, but I'm begging you to put an end to the assaults and let my people have some food and water. That is what the procedure demands. Intimidation looses tongues, erodes the sedentary's will. The rabble are to know only awe and terror. The words of the ship's regulations ring out across the room. The Void take your procedures. These are not sedentaries. They serve the dynasty just like you and I. Did any of them confess to anything useful? Nothing important, or indeed worthy of your attention. What was this for? You detect a slight hesitation before the reply. There is something you are not being told. Come on. Spit it out. One of the Inferni was found to be missing his pass to the room housing the work log cogitator. Losing such a pass is a serious offense, but the scoundrel claims an enforcer took it from him. He could not specify the name or rank of the enforcer, but he did give a description. A man, tall, blonde hair. Obviously he's lying. He's either lost or sold it for a bottle of rotgut. Have patience, Enric. As soon as the culprit is found, your people will be released. In that case, I request permission to join my family. So be it. Thank you, Lord Captain. I hope you find the culprit before another 100 workers are forced to suffer the same undue punishment. Captain Klein snaps to attention. Identifying the victim has proven impossible. His face has been smashed in and his body is badly maimed. There are too many wounds to determine the exact cause of death, but presumably he died after the killer slit his throat. That's how they drained his blood. No external signs of mutation were found. In other words, we have nothing. Klein, this isn't a report. It's a declaration of our incompetence before the Lord Captain. You will keep digging around inside the corpse until you have produced some results. I do love the fact that she's got like 100 awareness. Look deeply into the Enforcer's face. Ginevra looks at Klein with sympathy. She clearly cares about him and does not wish to trample on her comrade's honor with words of comfort. Rochko regards Klein with contemptuous smirk while Klein scowls back at him. Interesting. Just a little bit of something there. Nice. A little bit of world building. I like it. No external signs of mutation, you say? What about internal? Performing an autopsy was inadvisable due to the danger of contaminating the area with genetic aberration. You see a flash of genuine horror in Klein's eyes before his gaze turns glassy. You have seen that look in the eyes of other veterans. It's the expression of someone reliving painful memories that have been left behind deep scars. They cannot hope to overcome such trauma on their own. They would need help or a partner or perhaps strong emotional stimulus. Turn away from Klein. It would seem that I had an exaggerated opinion of this veteran's courage. He should get some rest and let Rochko take over his duties. Coercion succeeded. Indeed. Klein, why don't you go take a break? Maybe it's time you considered asking for a transfer to a less demanding post. Your best years are behind you. You should make way for a younger generation. Klein's face turns a deep red. Shut your damn mouth, Rochko. The things I've seen, the filth I've crushed. You want me to gut another one? You want to see its mutant blood on my hands? I'll show you blood. That's my man. Well played, Lord Captain. It's been some time since I last saw this kind of fire in that old man's eyes. Nice. All right, what you got for me, boys? Klein is up to his elbows in blood, his eyes flaring defiantly. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. I've examined the filth inside and out. Its innards are a genetic nightmare. It's a bag of corruption wrapped in human skin. Extra organs, scales, atrophied ingrown limbs. But that's not what's important. Atrophied ingrown limbs. Wow. The body was disfigured posthumously. They killed the mutant with surgical precision before opening his throat and draining his blood. It wasn't until after the actual murder that they crushed his head and tried to cover up his wounds. The wounds are so brutal I almost missed his work tattoo. The victim was a pipe warden. I found this in his throat. Blood-stained raven feather. Lore Imperium succeeded. A certain legend springs to your mind involving Saint Querine, who was granted a portent of enemies hiding among the faithful. When Querine prayed to the Emperor for a sign that might reveal the traitors, a raven's feather burst out of her mouth to inscribe the names of the conspirators. Only someone versed in the symbology of the Imperium could have left such a message. Yes, do we remember the saint? Could this be a sign? Vile mutants do not make allusions to saints. This was someone versed in the creed. And for what purpose was the corpse mutilated? Someone wanted to hide the cause of death. What I fail to understand is why they would leave the body out in the open instead of disposing it. Yes, it is imperative we find out whoever mutilated the body. I concur. Would you like to give us specific instructions? Yeah, one cannot